Well, we're keeping our focus on the outcome of the U.S. elections, and our correspondent Sheon Okinbaloye is now in Washington to bring us up to speed about what is going on there. Hello, Sheon. We understand that there are protests in streets about the surprise victory of Donald Trump. Why are they protesting, and is there anything going on in Washington?
Thank you so much, Chamberlain. It's natural because a lot of people will want to react to the result of this election. It could be a painful one. You heard from Mrs. Clinton herself when she was in that speech, when she said it will hurt for a long time, remembering the sort of race that they've had in the past year or so when this race effectively started. A lot of Clinton supporters are still yet to come to terms with the result of this election, and that's the technicality of this election. Some people who have foreseen a Clinton victory in this election may be right, because Clinton has gotten a popular victory in this election, but unfortunately no electoral college victory, which is the spine of the electoral process in the United States. So on one hand, Donald Trump is behind in popular vote, while Clinton is ahead in popular vote. Clinton might be elected popular votes, but then the Electoral College is saying something else. So the technicality is that Trump has been able to defeat the expertise and the political sagacity of Bill Clinton and Obama put together in the technicality of the Electoral College politics of the United States. And so a lot of people will want to react to that kind of what they call political tsunami, an outsider, someone who is just coming on into the fray and just coming like that and defeating them, a businessman, not really a mainstream politician. So there's a lot of reaction. Nothing much in Washington, D.C., because the White House is just a few minutes away from where I am right now. And if you enter into Washington from yesterday, everything is calm. People are going about their businesses just as normal. But in LA, Los Angeles, in New York, and in California, you will see, and Chicago, you will see some sort of protest and reactions from Clinton supporters. So that's kind of reaction. A lot of people thought that Americans will wake up yesterday and just move on. But no, a lot of people will react to this because millions of people woke up and voted all day, all week for Clinton, same for Trump, but they will be disappointed in any case, Chamberlain.
You know, there are many who have so many questions at the back of their minds, and yes, they're bound to react, those who feel disappointed, but have you spoken to anyone in terms of what is the reason of this protest? For instance, we know that the processes are well spelled out. Do they plan to, what, go to court? Because isn't it a fair process? What do they want, the protesters?
Well, just like we see in other democracies of the world, same in Nigeria, when election comes in the way of someone, the other parties or the other supporters seem to come up and react to the result of the election, which I think is normal. This is the mother of our democracy. A lot of people will look at the United States at the center of world democracy, of modern civilization. A lot of this kind of issues or this kind of situation will come up. Going to court, we do not know, because Hillary Clinton has conceded defeat, and they have even stretched a hand of fellowship to Donald Trump, someone who some people will say, oh, it's now perhaps a born again politically, because if you look at the conversation and the narratives before this election, one we wonder why Donald Trump actually gave that kind of speech. It looks so much a deviation from what we've seen in the campaign for Donald Trump to say, look, this is the nation for everyone. We've got to heal. We've got to bind our divided lines. And so a lot of people will come up. Today we will see Donald Trump meeting with the United States President Barack Obama at the White House, and we also understand that Melania Trump also will be meeting with the First Lady Michelle Obama at the White House in some private meeting. This is going to be part of the transition process, if you may. A lot of people have been talking about those who may make the cabinet of Donald Trump, talking about Governor Chris Christie, Gingrich, and a lot of people have been throwing up in this exercise. Don't forget, Donald Trump has come up as probably a lone ranger, if I may call him, in the Republican Party. A lot of people did not publicly come up to support him. People like Ben Carson came forward to support him after the primary, but a lot of people did not. The Bush family, we saw a lot of them not wanting to come up to support him. But in the end, he's the president-elect of the United States, the 45th elected president of the United States. That's a big lesson for America. That's a big lesson for the world. The fact remains that there are now debates as to whether or not the Electoral College and its technicalities should be abandoned. If you ask a lot of Americans, especially some Black Americans and some immigrant Americans, they will tell you that the reasons why they voted against Donald Trump is some of the narratives in his campaign, throwing out millions of immigrants, building walls and issues like that.